Folks, wow, this is such an honor, man. We're gonna do more. Obviously, I want more real one connections in real time. I've got a lovely lady that is here that was ready for a bachelor, so we're gonna see if other bachelors. I might actually have a bachelor for her. I see someone tapping in, which is pretty interesting. Let me add this lovely lady. Hello there.
Hi.
How you doing?
Good. How are you?
Good. Would you share with the fans, even though there are a lot of bachelors watching, by the way, and they just want
Okay.
in to connect with you. So would you share your name, your age, and what you do?
All right. Jacklyn Perry, 25. My birthday was actually the same as Jennifer's, May 7th.
Oh, well, happy
Yeah.
belated.
So I just turned 25 and I do real estate and then like trying to do social media.
Beautiful. Okay. Well, yeah, don't try. Just do it, girl. Just do it.
Right?
You'll make it
Right.
work. You'll make it pop, pop, pop. All right. Now, share with us this because we may have a gentleman that wants to connect with you, but share with us what makes you a real one.
Honestly, I've never put myself first and I've never been in a relationship where anyone put me first. And like
Mm.
that's why I want to put myself first and somebody have me put me first too.
Yeah,
If that like
absolutely.
makes sense.
No, absolutely. So, would you say that's what you're looking for in a real one too? Someone that puts you
Yeah.
first?
Like I've never like birthdays always sucked and like Christmas always sucked and like everything always sucked. Like I was always the one planning, paying, doing all of it. And like now that I'm 25, standards are heightened and we're moving on.
And that's a very good thing to keep moving forward in a
Yeah.
real one direction.
Yeah.
What was your longest relationship where you put up with a lame, as the kids would say?
This is so embarrassing, but like 6, 7 years.
Oh, and you're only 25. What?
Yeah. We were high school sweethearts.
Doesn't
And I
sound too
kind of
sweet.
told him like I'm moving to Florida with or without you. And he chose to come with.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow. Okay. Wow.
Yeah.
All right. Well, let me go for this because it looks like we have a real one that wants to connect with you. But before we do that, let me ask you this. In relationships, there are heartbreakers, deal breakers, red flags. What are things you're not going to tolerate?
Um, this is selfish of me, but like if you still live with your parents after you graduate college, like I don't want to do it.
Wow. Tell us why.
I've lived on my own since I turned 18, and I feel like every boyfriend I've had doesn't have a plan after college, and then I'm always like, "Oh, you could just be my roommate, split rent."
Mm.
Yeah. So like I don't want to be in that situation ever again. Like I want to be able to go over a man's house instead of inviting a man to my house.
Okay. Now let me just give you an example, and we're going to have a real one come on. But
Okay.
could it be that this gentleman is being strategic and wants to save the dough? He may have great
Yes.
parents. He may have a
And
great.
that's why I give you until you graduate college.
So after, if he
Because
graduated
when you
college,
graduate college, let's be real, you're 22, 21.
okay.
I don't want to be visiting you in your parents' basement. No.
All right. Hey, you're a real one and you want what you want. Okay.
Yeah.
Well, let's do this. I do have a real one that has logged on. Some of the fans will be excited maybe to see this real one come back to search for a real one. So I'm going to tune in.
Okay.
I'm excited for this. But let me tell you this, Jacklynn. This is how it's going to work really quick. When I let the real one in, you definitely want to give people a chance to explain themselves, say who they
Yeah.
are, what they're all about. If you're just not feeling it, though, this is what you're going to see on screen. You're going to tell me pop, and then a little pop is going to happen. Okay, that means that the real one connection could not be established. Okay.
So I have to say pop and then you do it?
Yeah, or you can sing pop, pop, pop as the
Okay.
fans.
Okay.
However you want to say it, but just let us know that you're
Okay.
not feeling that real one connection. Okay. But let's do it. Let's get the gentleman in here. Fans, get ready for this one. Bam.
I'm back again, baby. I'm back
He's
again.
back again. He's back again. Share with this lovely lady your name, your age, and what you do.
Okay, so my name is Darrell. I'm 28 for everybody, not 20, 28.
There you
I
go.
live in Los Angeles, California. I'm in retail. I also work with a nonprofit company, and I also work with youth and NFL flag football.
I love that.
Okay. Okay. Share with her what makes you a real one.
Honesty, loyalty, very transparent, good communicational skills. I'm very upfront, very forward. If I mean something, I mean what I say, and I say what I mean. But most importantly, I'm a humble person, very humble.
Love
Beautiful.
that.
Okay. And what are you looking for in this real one up here?
As I say every time, just honesty, loyalty, patience, good communication. Somebody who have intelligent conversations with, pick their brain, they pick my brain, and just have good conversations with.
Okay, fantastic. Well, the fans kind of know because they just remember, but Jacklynn may want to know some of your deal breakers, red flags. What are things you're not going to tolerate, Darrell?
As always, the lying is not a big thing. I don't want to lie to you. I don't want you to lie to me. So being transparent is always good. And again, good communication. So if you don't have that good communication, I don't see how it would work.
I live by the saying, the truth hurts once, a lie hurts 1,000 times.
Come on. Amen.
Girl,
Like that,
preacher.
like that.
Wow.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. Well, as we start to dive in a little deeper, I want to see, Jacklynn, you're kind of our bachelorette right now. I want to see if you have a question for this king.
Does distance bother you?
Honestly,
Because I'm literally on the other side of the map.
Where are you from?
I'm in Florida.
Okay, I got family in Fort Lauderdale, Treasure Island area, Miami-Dade area. So no, it doesn't bother me. I go out there plenty of times.
Okay.
I actually prefer it though. It kind of keeps things kind of interesting. So kind of,
Yeah, it makes quality over quantity.
it makes you want to actually meet that person like as soon as possible. So yeah.
That is a true fact. That is a true fact. All right, Darrell, do you have a question for this lovely lady?
What do you expect out of your man other than just being a provider? 'Cause I know that's a big thing for women is being a provider, being confident, knowing your role, understanding your role, but at the same time, treating women how they're supposed to be treated. What is that one big thing that you're looking for?
Respect. Like literally, I live by respect. And respect to me is, I usually give people 3 strikes, which I shouldn't, but it's just boils down to principle over problem. And if you can't see the principle of the respect behind it, then we're never going to get anywhere. Like the fight will keep going.
I like the 3-strike rule. One thing I was always taught as a kid growing up is my dad always told me, if somebody shows you who they are, believe them. So if they show you that they're toxic, they got that red flag, run while you can.
Yeah.
And Aretha said it best, RESPECT, find out what it means to me. And the 3-strike rule, hey, it worked for Bill Clinton, and it might work for you. So, I'm not the biggest fan of that, but it works for you. It works for you. All right. Well, I want to see if now I love my man Darrell, and he's a real one, and I always try to give him opportunities to connect. Jacklynn, let's do this. Oh my goodness. Whoa. Now this just might, I think I did shed a thug tear. Stay the course, brother. Love the show. Full drinking and half thinking. Thank you for that.
Wow.
Blessing. Wow. You are a real one. And we're going to make sure we shout them out again. Goodness gracious. Wow. I'm full drinking some water, some agua right now, but that's a beautiful thing. Thank you for that. Now I got to ask though, Jacklynn, I got to ask, do you have a height requirement? Does height matter to you?
No. So I've dated 5'7" and I've dated 6'3". Like it really honestly boils down to like personality.
Now, y'all better clap for her in the comments. Y'all better.
Like, I don't understand the whole short thing.
Wow. Well, let me just shout you out, Jacklynn, because a lot of people will say, "Oh, young people aren't real." Pointer only do the seniors and the seasoned souls, and I disagree. Because I want everyone to get that opportunity to find love. Darrell deserves love. Jacklynn deserves love. And some real ones like Jacklynn are not, against short kings. So, Darrell, I know you're doing backflips.
No, I don't understand that. Like,
I'm doing backflips. I'm doing cartwheels. I'm doing ninja moves. I'm doing it all.
All of it. Wow.
The only thing that honestly is just like a red flag is the distance, because I'm not going to be flying to LA to like visit you every month.
Oh no, that's my job to come to you, not you come to me. That's my job. Again, that's commitment and devotion. So it's my job to come to you.
That was a pretty good freaking answer. I don't know how to follow up with that.
Let's go for a few. We'll go for a few more questions. How's this? I'll do my job a little more. Of course, Jacklynn, you may want to know what Darrell likes to do for fun. So, Darrell, what do you like to do for fun?
So I actually am a musician. I do write my own music. I just actually released a single around Valentine's Day. I do a lot of gospel music, pop music, R&B music. I also do acting on the side sometimes, extra work. And I do love to cook. I love cooking. Cooking always tells a story, so I love cooking for my woman. Love it.
I don't cook, so that's amazing. Yeah, I have like a DoorDash membership.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
I do too. I try not to use it as much. I don't try to be a big back as much, but I do use it sometimes, but most definitely.
So not only are you flying to Miami once a month, but you're cooking multiple times a month, Darrell. Are you ready for those?
I'm okay with that. I mean, whatever she wants cooked, that's my job.
Man, a short king, emphasis on king there.
How short are we talking? Why do we keep repeating that?
Share your height. Share your
How
height,
short
Darrell.
are we talking?
So I'm 5'5".
Okay, I'm 5'3".
Okay, let's go.
Oh, you good? What, Jacklynn? You're making it seem like okay.
Hey,
I think it's okay. Yeah, you Millie rocking on any block. Okay.
Yeah, like I'm chilling.
Jacklynn,
Okay.
let me ask you this, and then we'll ask Darrell. Jacklynn, what is your love language?
Acts of service and like maybe words of affirmation.
Okay.
Yeah,
Darrell,
like a good mixture of the two.
Beautiful.
I got one of those right now, act of service. I do nonprofit work, working with homeless people. On Saturdays and Sundays, I feed the homeless. On Fridays, I do grocery giveaway with the nonprofit organization. So that's a good act of service, most definitely. Words of affirmation, I'm always good with that. I always tell myself when I wake up, I am nature's greatest miracle. So that's one thing I always live by. So.
Wow.
And Jacklynn is second. Jacklynn is the second greatest miracle.
Yeah.
Nah, she would be the first.
Oh.
Yeah. See, there we go. There we go.
Oh, okay. Okay. Well, all right. Well, I'm only going to ask a few more questions. I'm not the type to delay possible real one connections, but I do want to throw it to Jacklynn as the bachelor. Jacklynn, do you have another question for this real one?
I don't know. I don't think so.
I want to ask something that is always, fans, what I'm about to ask. Religion or politics? Jacklynn, do you want a partner that is religious or political? Not religious, not political.
So politics is a great conversation in my family because we're mixed. So it's always like a healthy debate.
Okay.
We might get a little loud, but it's all like good love.
All in love.
And like religion, I'm very open to almost like anything, everything, as long as like you respect, like I am Catholic and I do want to celebrate Christmas.
Christmas is a big thing in my family. My grandmother was
like
Catholic.
Christmas
so
is like my family tradition.
I always went to church with my grandmother. She was Catholic. So she was big on that. I used to sit there with her, drive her there, things like that. So that's a big thing.
Yeah, that's just anything other than that, though. I'm like, fine. I'm pretty laid back, pretty accepting of literally anyone.
The political thing, I used to be in the debate club in high school, so I'm always up for a good debate, So
yeah,
CNN, Fox style,
I'm more of like a News Nation kind of girl.
Okay. I got that on my phone. I get the notifications.
We had a fan. Anytime a fan puts a little seasoning on a question, we appreciate that. So Peter wants to ask. We can ask Darrell first. Dogs or cats? Dogs or cats?
I love both, but I prefer a dog. One, because that is man's best friend, so I do prefer a dog. No. I did have a American Pit Terrier. His name was Max. So yeah.
Okay, now we're gonna move. He's sleeping, so he doesn't want to move. We're gonna move.
Uh-oh.
Is this doggy?
So this is Milo.
Oh, Milo, what's up?
And he's a purebred American Staff Terrier.
Wow.
Yeah, and he's been with me since I moved to Florida, so he's 8.
Oh wow.
Yeah.
Wow.
Okay.
Cats, I can't really do. To be honest.
We're definitely going to some dog parks and playing frisbee and catch. Definitely. Definitely.
Yeah, cats I can't really do.
Okay. Okay. We got some fans asking some great questions. We're not going to hold it up too much. This is my OG, the greatest of all time. Full and half thinking. Jacklynn, when you hear the word man, what first comes to mind?
Mowing the lawn.
Mowing the lawn.
It's crazy you say that because that's actually therapy for me. I love cutting grass. I love the smell. My dad always had me do these crazy designs in the grass using the riding lawnmower. So I take pride in cutting the grass. After it's done, I take pride in what I just did. So that's therapy for me.
Okay.
Ladies, if Jacklynn don't snatch him up, y'all better snatch him. He ready to mow the lawn, cook for you, fly to you. What more? Goodness, I got to step my game up. Wow. All right. Any final questions between you two, or I'll have to ask, could it be a real one connection? Any final questions?
What's your favorite food? That's my big thing. What's your
burgers? Burgers.
Okay, I know how to make a stuff.
And if it has a secret sauce, it automatically just went to the top of my list.
Sounds like some good burger action right there.
Wow.
Like Shake Shack.
Oh,
I love Shake Shack. Love it.
Oh,
There's actually a place here in LA. It's called the Marathon Burger. Nipsey Hussle's brother just made it. They have some good burgers. Very good burgers.
Okay, okay.
I think I've got to ask my final question, unless either of you have a final question.
I think I don't have any more questions. I think just the distance is the top thing on my radar.
Is that
And
something that makes
what's the concern? That's what I want to know. Like, what's the concern? Like, what's the popping question in your head? Like, what's the concern? Honestly.
Okay, say we fall in love. Are you going to move to Florida?
If that's what you want me to do, I can, gotta find a job out there, all that. I mean, I'm willing to make whatever is going to make that person happy. If that means moving to a different state, that's
Across
fine.
the country. That's across the country.
I'm from the East Coast, so I mean, it's not far.
wow.
It's not far. I got like 9 months left on rent here, so if that means I gotta pack up everything, that's what it is.
Jacklynn, in the words of Keith Sweat, he may be twisted over you. He just may be. That sounds like a lot of. I mean, I love a real one that's ready to make it work.
I would say T-Pain's word sprung. So I think I would say that.
I'm sprung, dog. She got me doing things I'd never do.
I'm telling you.
So I'll tell you, Jacklynn. I got to ask my final question. Could it be a real one connection?
I feel like later down the line, but not now. No.
Okay. Well, let me.
Like maybe when your rent's up in 10 months.
Okay. We just going. I'll sing a little to you.
Time was not a charm, Pointer.
It was close though, Darrell. This was the close. So I think
I know it was the closest I've ever been.
The next one, and a lot of fans are saying it, and you already knew this, but we're gonna have you back, and we might have to give you a little special because you're a real one. You're reliable. You're consistent. And we appreciate you, man, for real. So Darrell at that, but you know what, Darrell? Again, share your Instagram because Jacklynn may slide in your DMs in a few months after your lease is up.
We can even FaceTime later on tonight if you want to. I'm gonna get off. I'm being serious.
Well,
if you want to
I am on the East Coast time right now, so keep that.
So it's about 11 o'clock right now. Okay. Yeah. Well, I get off around like 9. So if you want to, FaceTime and talk.
Okay.
Got you.
You can definitely DM me.
So it's at _real_Darrell is my Instagram for all those knowing. And definitely check me out on Apple and Spotify. Check out that song too as well. So
I will.
All right. Thank you, Darrell. You're a real one. Thank you for coming out.
Oh.
Have a good one. Peace, brother.
Peace.
All right. Jacklynn, I tried. Okay, that was very exciting though. That was amazing. So I do have one more real one that I have to shout out. So I want you to share your Instagram, so perhaps somebody can slide in your DMs.
Okay, it's just Jacklynn Perry, the same as my display name.
Beautiful. Okay, so
my
real one,
that's it on everything. So simple.
Okay, very good. Jacklynn, thank you. You're a real one. And think about it. You had a bunch of people all over the world watching how much of a real one you are. So we thank you. Keep doing your thing in Florida. And
thank you.
Again, actually, we shot a Florida edition, so we might have to get you in person. Some real Florida Kings come out in person.
Yes.
You're the best. All right. Have a good one, Jacklynn. Thank you. All right. I know what you're thinking, friends. I want to watch more of his videos. Well, that's a beautiful thing. We've got this video here, which is one of my favorites. I promise you won't regret watching it. We also have this playlist if you just want to dive deep into what we do, or this video here, which is groundbreaking, or you can click this if you plan to subscribe, which I hope you do. So thank you for watching, folks. We've got a lot of content just for you. Hope you enjoy.